How are you doing? So, whenever we learn the simple present tense, it's best to learn the frequency adverbs as well, right? Because we're talking about daily routines, things that we do quite frequent. And then this question shows up. How often do you study English? How often does she go to the supermarket? How often does he read books in French? And so on. Yes, we do not pronounce the T in how often, even though you will find some dictionaries that the T is audible. But there is no need to pronounce it. You can say how often. All right. So on the left here, we have the frequency adverbs. Always, usually or often, sometimes like 50%, rarely and hardly ever, and never. So let's go through them one more time. Always, always. Try to remember that song. And I will always, right? Love you. Yeah, that one. Usually or often. Sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Yeah, I'm terrible with singing, but sometimes it helps. Rarely or hardly ever, and never. Never say never. Yes. So we're going to learn like a simple way. There are different ways to do it, but I really do think that we have to learn a language as if we were a child. So we don't give ourselves too many options, right? Otherwise, we will get confused. So for now, we will see some frequency adverbs here, these only, and their position. Here on the right, I have the question. How often do you? How often does she? How often do they? How often does he? And then you write down the verb you want. And I have these sentences here. I eat chocolate. I am tired. It plays football. He's late. And she goes to the dentist. Now, I want to call your attention towards one thing here. We've got some differences when it comes to these sentences because I have the verb to be in these, and I want to call your attention towards that. Soon you will know why. Okay, so I have these sentences here. There are no frequency adverbs there, but I want to use the frequency adverbs. I just don't want to say I eat chocolate. I want to say how frequent I do those things, okay, or how often I do those things. So where should I insert these frequency adverbs here? I eat chocolate. Do you know where should I put the adverb? Well, when it comes to these verbs, I eat chocolate. Do I say I sometimes eat chocolate? I eat sometimes chocolate. Okay, in a simple way, I sometimes eat chocolate. I never eat chocolate. I usually eat chocolate. I rarely eat chocolate. All right, let's go to the other one. I am tired. You're going to think, okay, so then it's before the verb, right? So you're like, oh, I always am tired? No. When it comes to verb to be, the frequency adverb comes after it. So I am always tired. I'm never tired. I'm hardly ever tired. That's a lie. Okay, so then we have the other one. It plays football. Any idea? It never plays football. It sometimes plays football. All right, let's go to the next one. And yes, there's the verb to be there. So you already know that it's going to be after the verb to be. Think of it like this. The verb to be is the boss, right? It wants to be first in everything. So no frequency adverb is coming before it, okay? So he is never late. He is sometimes late. He is often late. All right. And the last one, you do it. You are the great winner if you told me that is she never goes to the dentist, which is a really bad piece of advice. All right. So this is how you use the frequency adverb, and don't forget how to ask it.